Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through what I used on my trip to the UK recently. This is the month of October and my challenge for October is people. So there's a lot of people drawings. I'll decide if I'm going to share those completely with you because otherwise what am I going to show you at the end of the month? But yeah, I thought I'd take you through what I did and didn't use because I know that people often have an interest in that. So first up, I forgot to show you this. I took this again. I'm always taking this and I didn't use it again. I feel like this is the kind of tool that will come in handy when I'm traveling by myself, the places by myself, and I'm not going to have other people around, because every time I travel I take this with me with the intent that I'm going to video something for you, and I never do because I'm always with other people and it just makes life really complicated. So I'm not going to be taking this again. Anyway, next time I'll actually need it. My wristy thing, I did use this. You've seen this before. It's just a towel really. I think it was a flannel. A kitchen flannel or a kitchen towel. I cut it and I turned it into a little wrist thing with a bit of elastic in it. It's very basic, but it does the job, so I can wipe my brush, and I put that to good use. We've got 2 water brushes. Use those a lot. I specifically used the flat one most of all. The pointy one, I actually need to top the water up on that. Pointy one I didn't really use that much. But that's because I like a good scrubby brush, and this one I really scrub all around with it. So put those to use. So I did take my Rowan roll. You would have seen that with some items in it. Currently it's empty, and that's because traveling back I wanted to use my little walnut pouch. So I did take this and put it to use while I was away, but as you can see it came back empty for good reason as well. You'll see that shortly. Then this was something new for me, and it looks different now to how you saw it at in my what I'm taking video. So in here you can see I still have the miniature watercolor palette, the Gouache whites. I've got my tube of Amethyst Genuine from Daniel Smith. These are the water soluble Neocolors, and then I actually have my oil pastels, and this worked really well. So originally, let me find, just for those who haven't seen the first video, in here I had the oil pastels originally, and what I found is I put the Neocolor ones in here because if I was popping out I was more likely to take the Neocolor ones by themselves. So I had this because I spent a lot of time on some buses. I was wedding venue hunting and visiting and so on and so forth, so I needed something that was a bit more portable than this. So this worked really well, but at the same time this worked really well on the evenings when I was hanging out with my dad. I would just have this in front of me and I would use the oil pastels and I would do a bit of watercolor, and then if I wanted additional I would use the water soluble Neocolors as well. So this worked really well, and I will probably, it's a shame that I can't fit on the cross, because if I could literally put my oil pastels here and it would be perfect for transporting them around. So I'm going to play around with this because I really enjoyed taking this. I liked having, as you can see, there's still some dirty water here. I really enjoyed being able to mix on here. Somebody did suggest in the previous video that if I didn't need all these additional little mixy areas to take this off, and I think I will do that because it will make it lighter. But this was so easy for me to then take downstairs or I did take it with me one day. I think I took it into town, but I didn't use it in town. But it was easy to just carry what I had. I could just take this with me and I had it. So that is a winner. I'm going to keep testing it and I'll report back. So as I said, I transferred my Neocolor ones into here. I think this is a Neocolor 2. This is Neocolor 2. I put like the bare minimum. So those are the water solubles. All the other ones are NC ones, and I used them. I had great fun with them. I think I probably took a little bit too much of the reds and the oranges retrospectively. Actually, this one should be over here. But it worked. This is the Polychromos. It was a limited edition miniature set to celebrate the 111th anniversary. And it's perfect for carrying. You've seen this in many iterations. I also sometimes make it as a mini pencil kit with some colour pencils. So yeah, this is a winner. And then in here, now this, I love it. I need to see if I can make a smaller version. I think I can, because this could easily get very full, but I love the slouchiness of it. I loved, like on the plane, at the airport, on the train, I could just have this out in front of me and it opens wide enough. I think I might see if I can develop the pattern so it sits longer and opens a bit wider. But I could just go in, rummage for what I wanted and find it really quickly. It was such a good idea to take this. Gouache kit, I don't think I used this as much as I thought I would. It is a little bit dirtier. I can't remember what I used it for. I felt like I didn't absolutely need it this time, but it's always good to have because it's so slim anyway. Like, it's like smaller than my hand. Then, okay, this is where it does get good. So I used, if I can find it, I took 4, didn't I? I used this one and I used this one plenty. Didn't bother with these. I think because they are so small with the nibs. as you can see. Didn't really use those, but I did use these bigger ones. I love this. This is the brush one. I don't know if you've seen this before. It's different. It was new at the counter of my local art shop here in the Netherlands, and I picked it up as I was checking out. So glad I did. I want to see if they've got it in this color. This is getting a bit gnarly now. It's the light orange, and I used that one quite a bit. It's a bit gnarly actually, a bit dirty. That's because I used it at the airport. Yeah, I need to find a use for these smaller ones. Initially I liked the smaller ones for their portability, but if you want to put down a block of color, they're not handy at all. So didn't use those. When I was back home, I found this. I'd left it behind. It's the Pentel brush in the black, and it was really gnarly because it's low on ink, so it's quite textured. So I did use that. It's now run out, so I need to get a new cartridge for it, because it has, I don't know if you've seen these before, it has a cartridge which looks like it has ink in it, but I couldn't get any more out of it. So maybe I'll get a syringe and add some water and water it down or something. I don't know. Right, what do we got? Blackwing. So I'll take out the ones that I did use. We've got the 2 pencils, use those. Cream Polychromos. Forest from Derwent Lightfast. The pale pink white luminance. Flame, I'm so glad I threw that in at the last minute. Used that. Mars Black. These are all Derwent Lightfast, these recent ones. Midnight Black. And oh my gosh, this was so cool. So I had to help my dad remove a big sofa. He has mobility issues, dodgy back. So me and my younger brother helped move we carried out this massive 3-piece sofa with the local council to come and collect. And underneath was the Dark Honey Derwent Lightfast that I lost months and months and months ago. I was so happy. I was like jumping for joy that I found it, because I knew I had it and I just couldn't find it for months. And I didn't understand where it had gone. My Luminance Dark Indigo, my Faber-Castell Extra Soft Dark Indigo Polychromos. We have Ink Blue Derwent Drawing, and there should be an Ivory Black. Yeah, the Ivory Black. And then the grey. I didn't use the grey. I did use all of these, but I didn't use the grey. And then, oh, this I found back home as well. My flat Midas Touch travel brush, which I had wondered where that had gone as well. So that's the portable one. I didn't use this because I found this. I also found this pen that I'd left at home in the summer, so it's good for water lines, but again I didn't use the blender actually. I should take the little stick one next time. Did use the water brush. Did not use these oil pastels, would probably leave those behind. Did use my little paintbrushes. Did use this. Didn't use this, should have left it behind. Did use this, did use this. But how, like, do you see how easy it all just fits in there? So let's put these in bottom, which is what I had previously done. I just like throw it all in. And it's great because you can have a good old rummage. And I'm not fretting about it making it dirty because, you know, and then I'll pop that in as well because that's always handy to have if I just want to take a couple of bits. So that was that. So then we move on to the sketchbooks. I can tell you straight up, I did not use the big one. It was put in my bag and I completely forgot it was there and I didn't use it, which is really irritating because I took it all the way to the UK and all the way back. But it's okay because I'll still use it. And then, okay, this you've seen. So I did a couple of drawings in here. This was the landscapes one. Yeah, so there's this one. This one, I think that's it. I think I only got 2 done. Those were on the evenings hanging with my dad. And then, so that's what this sketchbook is for. It's like notes on a landscape, so I can, because at some point well, first of all, it's good for me to practice my mark making, and that's what I try to do with these. I don't want to take lots of time on them. I just want to get like stuff down. Really like this one. This one did take me a while because I got invested in the time it took to do, and then I was like, Evie, that's not what you're supposed to do. So I closed it and put it away. One other thing I did do is I found this sketchbook when I was back home. I think this is from years and years and years ago because it says 20 sheets and there's not 20 sheets in here. But I prepped them because I was going to do people on them on buses because I spent a lot of time on buses. But what I found, so these are all different materials. So we have pale orange Posca, the pink Posca. This is the Amethyst Genuine Daniel Smith. Can you see this slight sparkle? I don't know if you can see the sparkle. And this paper held it beautifully. There's quite a relatively watery mix. Neocolor 2, so I squidged down and then added water to activate. Gouache, Neocolor 1, I think. Watercolour, and then this is oil pastel. So I did those as like prepped pages to do people on top of, but I haven't done that yet. So we'll see what happens with that by the end of the month. So I don't think I'm actually going to show you what's inside here. I think it's just going to make this video too long and it's going to spoil my October recap video. I could show you one. Let me find a funny one. This is my dad on his birthday and I did it in oil pastel. It makes me laugh. Oh, there's quite a few of my dad in here. I need to put a bit of paper in there so it doesn't get ruined. So you'll see this. I don't want to share it with you now because you're literally going to see it in a week. So it feels really silly to show you it now. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And I will see you in my next video very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.